There are kinds of spiritual battles that will not break. No matter how loud you shout or how many times you say, "Fire," until you understand the time dimension of fasting, you'll continue missing the power in it. In this powerful and eye-opening teaching, Apostle James Kawalya unveils a revelation that will change how you fast and pray forever. This is not about skipping lunch. It's not about saying you're fasting while you snack between hours. No. This is about the kind of fasting that makes demons tremble, breaks generational bondage, and releases your light like the dawn. Get ready to learn the womb of the morning, the confession hour, and why you may have never truly fasted until now. Stay with me to the end. This will shift your spiritual life. Apostle James shared a stunning real-life story. During a crusade, there was a young girl with a strange power. Whenever she came near the sound system, the machines would burn up without her touching anything. The evangelists knew she was responsible and began to pray. They shouted, "Fire, go, loose," and she declared, "I'm delivered. I love Jesus." The next day, she looked at the speakers again, and they burned. This repeated until they realized something deeper was going on. That's when the words of Jesus came alive. "This kind goeth not out, but by prayer and fasting." Matthew 17:21. Apostle Kawalya said, "You see, it wasn't just about commanding. This kind requires something beyond 2-minute prayers. Many people think fasting is just not eating. But Apostle Kawalya taught that fasting is not about food. It's about engagement over time. Jesus didn't say, "This kind goes by prayer and skipping meals." He said it goes by fasting, and fasting takes time. You can't fast for 30 minutes. You can pray in 2 seconds, but you can't fast in 2 minutes. Real fasting, in God's eyes, means a prolonged time of confession, prayer, and engagement, from sunrise to the breaking of the dawn. Here's where it gets deep. Apostle James explained that a biblical fast begins when the sun rises and ends at dawn the next day. That's not 6 hours, not 12. It's a full spiritual day. In Isaiah 58:5, God says, "Is it such a fast that I have chosen? A day for a man to afflict his soul?" That's a day, a minimum of 24 hours, a day of humbling. And why is that important? Because you must engage through the night to reach the womb of the morning. Apostle said, "You go through the day, through the night, and at the breaking of dawn, that's when you break the fast, and the yokes are broken. That's when your light appears. That's when deliverance manifests. That's why it's called break fast. You break it at the dawn, not at 6 p.m. Fasting is not just going without food. It is engaging in confession for hours. Apostle Kawalya taught that while you are fasting, you confess sins hour by hour. He said, you say, "Lord, what is the sin committed in this hour that is affecting my life?" And then you renounce it. You repent. You break its legal right. Because some hours have never received your confession, those hours become the strongholds of demonic entry. So if there's a curse without a cause, guess what? What if you created a cause yesterday at 2 p.m.? Then thousands of curses that were floating suddenly have legal landing ground. That's why confession by the hour is a spiritual strategy. Apostle Kawalya exposed something deep. There are people paid to curse your business, your marriage, your church, from morning to evening. But many believers fast casually and pray once in a while. You're holding a crusade, and they're casting spells in the crowd. And if your meeting has no confession backup, their curses land. He said, confession becomes your protection. Every church service must have someone doing confession, behind the stage, under the pulpit, in the prayer room. This is next-level intercession. Now imagine this. a team of 24 intercessors, each taking 1 hour of the day to engage in pure confession. Apostle said, "What if every hour of the day was covered by someone doing confession? Not preaching, not dancing, just confession." He added, "This is how strongholds break. This is how revival is sustained. That's how you dislodge territorial wickedness, by covering every hour in prayer-backed confession." One person, 1 hour, a 24-hour wall of fire. That's power. When you fast from sunrise through the night into dawn, you reach the spiritual womb of the morning. Psalm 110 says, "Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, from the womb of the morning." At dawn, something breaks open. The scepter is extended to you. You can now command your day. Apostle Kawalya said, "That's why the enemy wants you to eat at 7 p.m. Because if you enter the night, you'll enter your deliverance. You'll walk into the womb of the morning and birth destiny." He continued, "A personal vigil is powerful, not for show, but one night every week, take the whole night for confession until the morning breaks." That's where revival begins. Here's how you can activate this today. Redefine your fast. Don't just go without food. Go into confession, hour by hour, from sunrise to dawn. Ask God to reveal the sins of each hour in your bloodline, your past, your family, and renounce them. Build a 24-hour prayer chain in your church, home, or team. Each person takes 1 hour, pure confession. Back up every minister. If someone is preaching, you're in the prayer room covering them in confession. Do personal vigils. Set 1 night per week to fast through the night into dawn. Enter the womb of the morning. The fast is not about food. It's about engagement. It's about time. It's about confession. It's about ruling in the midst of your enemies. Now that you've heard this revelation, one thing is clear. You've probably never fasted the way God intended. It's time to stop hunger striking. It's time to fast like a priest. Fast like a watchman. Fast like a breaker. You've learned about the womb of the morning, the power of hourly confession, and how to dislodge darkness with day-long engagement. If this blessed you, share it with someone who needs deliverance. Subscribe for more deep spiritual teachings, and remember, your light shall break forth like the dawn, if you endure through the night. This is your time. This is your hour. This is the day of your power.